Hello everyone, this is Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to talk about how chasing creates more resistance. And I'm also I've learned from experience, the more you chase, the more resistance comes. And it's like like in terms of relationships, you go into a relationship, you guys break up, the more you chase them, the more they don't want to be in the relationship, or the more that they don't want you around, the more that, the farther away of you guys, reconcile. The same thing with like chasing money. If you chase money, like you're not going to accumulate any. Like you're just going to keep on running this ongoing rat race that's just going to lead to nowhere. And that's not the way to go. You have to live in abundance. You have to live in strength. And also feel that what's meant for you is going to come towards you. And excuse my sweating. I just got done working out. And that's the thing. It's like if you keep on chasing something, if you keep on trying to go against the grain, it'll just only work against you. I just had like someone that I know, he was trying to chase money, and when he ended up chasing money, he ended up trying to do it the fast way instead of doing it the right way, and also knowing that he would have it in abundance. He ended up getting in trouble. And that's not the way you want to live. It's not the way you want to go. You want to do things in a way that you feel that your life is in abundance. Like the way that I operate, like when you see a homeless person and you think to yourself, well, I got this $50 $50 to $200 phone bill that I gotta pay, and I can't afford to give to the homeless. That's living in scarcity. That's not living in abundance. What I always believed since I was little, I always felt like, if you give to the homeless, it's gonna come back around. Like money is gonna come back. It's gonna circle itself, because I live in abundance. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh well, that's my last. And like, trust me, I've given to the homeless, I've volunteered, I've done plenty of these things where it's taking money that I've earned, but I've always felt like, okay, I'm gonna get it back. And then all of a sudden, when like I don't have it, or I feel like, if I think that I don't have it, or I don't have it right now, and all of a sudden my bank account's full with money, or someone gives me money and says, oh yeah, here, this is something that I owed you, or it just like pops up where it's just like a entity of like some type of bill thing comes, and they say like, oh, you get this refund for $2,000 because you overpaid on this. Like, it comes back around. And so I guess my message is like, just live in abundance. Don't live in scarcity, live in abundance. What's coming to you is going to come. And don't chase, just live. Yeah, and that also targets in relationships. Like, don't chase someone who like, if you get broken up with, don't chase. Just sit back, let things flow. And like, if they come back, they come back. If they don't, something better will come your way. But I also feel like, if you just give things time, you let things, heal, or, things like that, you know, things will rectify themselves. Things, the natural order of things will come into play. So, yeah, if God, if you believe in the creator, God, anything that you believe in, if the universe sees that you're trying, like there's nothing that you can't have in this life. It's like if God sees you trying, trust me, like things will move in your favor. And so don't ever think that like you won't get what you want in the end of the day. Like you will. Like trust me, it's like things that I've set up there and I've worked hard for, and I thought, man, like, will I ever get there? Will I ever get what I want and stuff like that? And and it came. So like, don't a lot of people in terms of manifesting and just in religion, all of that, they talk about like not trusting the 3D world, and that's true. Like don't trust everything that's like right in front of you. Just believe that it, like just because, like say in a relationship you I keep on going to relationships because there's a lot of things like with relationships, people believe that's happening, they feel like they're losing when it's actually things working in their favor. And that's the same thing with money. You think you're losing, but there's something brewing up in the background that's working in your favor that you're going to end up. And if you're open to it, and if your mind, if your spirit is open to it, if you're like I said, living in abundance, it's going to come. Like I remember one time in middle school where it was like it was a group of people who basically got rewarded for getting like a 3.0, and I was short by like 2 points. It was like it was like a 2.9 something. And I was just like, man. And I saw myself like going to the Dells. Like I saw myself, and I was just like, but I was just thinking it. I was just like, man, like I wish I could go with them and go to the Dells and things like that. And you sitting up there, you thinking about it. You wish that you having the things, but you're like, man, there's no way that's gonna work out for me. And so I went up to one of my teachers, and the class had ended. I went up to one of my teachers, and I asked, I was like, is there any chance that I, could go on this trip? I know that like I didn't meet the marks, but I really wanted to go to the Dells. It's this, if people don't know what the Dells is, it's a place in Wisconsin. It's a water park. It's a big water park. So what was happening was, and I didn't know that this was happening in the background, it was teachers working together, speaking highly of me, saying that we think Sam deserves to go on this trip. And so we actually, like, kid you not, the teacher like slipped me the permission slip, said, go get this signed by your parents, and yeah, you'll be able to go. We all talked about it. We all really thought like you were one student that really deserved to go. And see how things was just like working in the background in your favor, and you don't even know. Like that might be small, but that has been my life, where things have been working in the background where I least expected, and it's come because your mindset and living in abundance, instead of like chasing, And don't get me wrong, no one's perfect. Sometimes I have to remind myself, oh, I can't chase. I can't, what's for me will come to me, and it will. And that goes for relationships, that goes for money, that goes for jobs, that goes for just everything in life. Exercising, like you gotta, you put in the work, you put in the work, and things will end up working out for you in terms of you having that great body. So yeah, that's kind of the message that I want to put out there today. Thanks guys for watching, and have a good day, and see you in the next one. Bye.